Today we're going to be talking more about adding and subtracting integers, but this time using two-color counters. You've already watched a video in class, or if you're at home, make sure you've already watched the video that I posted that explains how two-color counters worked. Now we're going to put these into notes, just so you can have it in writing, not just a video of how to do this. So when we're finished with two-color counters, you can decide if you like the scoreboard method better, or maybe you want to think about the two-color counters or the number line when you're adding and subtracting integers. So basically, all of the red ones are going to represent -1, and all of the blue ones are going to represent a +1, or just 1. You don't really have to put the positive symbol there. So if you have a negative and a positive together, they equal 0 because -1 plus +1 is 0. All right, so let's look at the examples they've done here for us. -3 plus +6 has 3 negatives. And if you have like highlighters or something, you can go ahead and highlight these, or colored pencils or whatever, or you can just put pluses and minuses inside. So we have 3 negatives and 6 positives. And we're going to cross out every pair of positives and negatives. So in other words, I'm going to cross out this pair, 1 positive, 1 negative, because it makes 0. I'm going to cross out this pair of 1 positive and 1 negative, it makes 0. And I'm going to cross out this pair. The answer to your problem is what's left. What you have left is 3 positives, so the answer is +3. The next problem is started for you. 5 plus -8, they've done the 5 positives, so we're going to make 8 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to cross out all the pairs because they make 0. What's left is 3 negatives. I know they're negatives because I made them red. The next one is not started for us, but we have 3 negatives and we have 3 positives. And I'm going to cross off my pairs and I have nothing left. So the answer is 0. For this last example, I have, oh, not the last example, but the last one in that row, 1 negative, oh, that's cute, and I have, 4 more negatives. I should not have switched my colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's nothing to cross off because there are no positives. There's no pairs of blues and reds. So I'm just going to count them all up, and I have 5 negatives. All right, coming down here, I have 4 positives and 6 negatives. Oh, and I'm subtracting. I had a little bit of a senior moment there, guys. So these are my, let me get to my blue here. So we've got 4 positives, and they want us to take away 6 positives. So I'm going to take away 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I didn't have any more left that I could take away. So what we did is we added 2 0 pairs. You can add as many zeros to a number as you want without changing its value. So I'm going to continue with taking away 6. I've already taken away 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to take away these 2 positives also, leaving me with 2 negatives. So the answer is -2. This one right here has 5 negatives to start with. That goes with this, right? And we're going to take away 2 of those negatives because this says take away 2 negatives. I'm going to take away 2 of them, and that leaves me with 3 negatives. That would be my answer. For this example, I'm going to start with 4 negatives, and it's asking me to take away 3 positives, but I don't have any positives. Never fear, I can add as many 0 pairs as I need, and since I need 3 negatives, I'm going to add in 3 0 pairs. Oh no, I mean I need 3 positives, right? So I'm going to take away this positive, this positive, this positive, and what I have left altogether are 7 negatives. My last example, I'm going to start with 7 negatives. That's what it says right here. 1, 2, well, that's not very good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is asking me to take away 4 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm left with is 3 negatives. And you can always double check any of this with the scoreboard method. But the idea here is just to see another way of representing how to add and subtract integers so that your mind starts to think of it logically and it becomes faster and easier for you to do these problems. You guys know that I prefer the scoreboard method, but this might work for some of you better than the scoreboard method. Thanks for watching.